There's some evidence suggesting that it takes up to 2 years or even longer for teachers to adopt new practices and implement them and feel efficacious about it such that they continue implementing those practices.
And one of the other things that I know is tricky, that people think of it as a dichotomy, right? It's either phonics or not. And we know there's so much more than just phonics. But also this idea of research proving things, how they impact the classroom teachers. Can you talk a little bit about that concept of research as proving things?
Sure. So I kind of have a little leery reaction whenever I hear someone saying research proves. Research is super important for generating evidence that can support various approaches and support various theories. But research is really this ongoing iterative process. Every study has its own limitations. Every study is really, if it's a quantitative piece, most of it is still built on this idea of falsification, which means that we're often testing what's called the null hypothesis. So pretty much we are disproving the null hypothesis and thereby giving support to whatever we think the impact of something would be. And so research to me never really proves anything. It is really providing evidence in favor for something or against something. And that really needs to be looked at collectively because each study has its own limitations. So what we are wanting is lots of studies pointing us towards the same answers. But saying something is proven is a little bit too definitive, I think, from the research perspective.
Yeah, so that's interesting. And I think the way some of the IES practice guides talk about it is how much evidence, right? So you want to find strategies, to your point, that have studies that the findings have been replicated
Exactly.
more than once, right?
And studies that have used populations that are similar to the populations you're working with as well.